What is happening, everybody? Now, a couple days ago, I turned 28 years old. A thought that's semi-terrifying. You know, you made it most of the way through your 20s, you're inching ever so close to 30. So sometimes you just need to unleash and you need to treat yourself. One thing that I love doing more than anything else, treat myself, is just travel, go to new places, have new experiences, meet new people. And that's what we're going to be doing. We're crossing another state off my list as we are traveling to Pennsylvania. And this time when I say we, I really mean it, as this time it is a father-son trip for me and my dad. The two of us outside of the horror conventions have not had a chance to do anything like this where it's just the two of us in well over a decade. So we were thinking earlier, late spring, early summer, you know, for my birthday, we should do something together. Just the two of us, actually go out somewhere, go away somewhere. Where have I not been yet? And Pennsylvania is a state that was always on my list because there's no shortage of things to do and things to see in Pennsylvania. So we have decided on the Harrisburg, Hershey area for this little quick Friday to Sunday father-son getaway. So hopefully it's a great time, hopefully we have a lot of fun, hopefully we see some cool sights. So here we go, gotta be up to catch a flight very early in the morning. Next stop, Pennsylvania.
You see a destination further on down the road. Walk on in anticipation. Forget about the heavy load. Get your heart and soul together. Make it like a hand in glove. How can it be so easy? Baby, you've been saved by love. Play the game to be the winner. Hollywood's your place for a beginner. When the stakes are high and times are tough, to stay alive that you have already done, and then you learn to.
Our Tacoma is colored underground. I've never heard of that as a color before. Watch it be pink. Underground pink. A27. So underground is black. I do not see any. So, after spending 5 minutes trying to get this truck started and nothing was happening, we realized because this is not our underground Tacoma. That one is. So.
And then on the back panel, it was leather. I hadn't seen, and he had the belt buckles on the trunk,
okay, yeah.
silver belt buckles on the trunk.
Those are all add-ons.
I haven't seen any of those options on any of them when I looked at them. The only downside about that was it wasn't a convertible. It's a hard top.
Well, that's not bad.
I like the hard tops.
Yeah,
They
that's
used to
not
do
bad.
something that was similar to a Goodwood Festival. So up until like 4 or 5 years ago, they used to do a Hershey the Elegance.
Oh,
With
okay.
the concourse out
Right.
on the grounds and everything,
Damn.
and they used to do a hill climb. I never knew they did it until the very last year they did it, and I didn't get out there.
No.
But yeah, so he was real big in the car, so a lot of the museum is his personal collection that he
Oh,
was
awesome.
building up. So
Wow. Now we are what? Can we park there? Because we're one of 2 cars in this parking lot.
I don't think so. It doesn't say.
Yeah, so I think we need to get our rental truck towed. Because look at this parking lot. Is no one staying in this hotel? Anyway, this is the Red Lion, Harrisburg, Hershey. Terrence over there was just schooling us about cars and John Hershey's collection, so. Should have gotten the Keystone Suite.
Yeah, we should have. Governor's suite?
The Governor's Suite. Damn you, Pete's RV Center. Okay, first view. Oh, Jesus, this room is huge. Alright, well, here's our first view. And this room is gigantic. There's like 4 locks on it. I was trying to figure it out. These are huge.
Yeah.
I didn't know the room was this big when I... It's the price of a regular room. It's not any... And there's balconies.
Cool.
Cool there. Hey, seriously, look. Standing, going all the way down. Damn. I can hear the ping pong at the... Oh, there's my family again. Yeah, and then that's got to be the bar and restaurant up there.
Cool.
Yeah, that's got to be it right there. The restaurant, the bar.
Yeah. We'll be there tonight.
Yeah. Business center, even arcade. What's in here?
Retirement shoot.
Well, cut to win. So if I come home from Pennsylvania with this thing as a souvenir, and oh god, wait, I'm sensing another bit of a theme here.
Slight left.
Left.
Yeah.
On the right.
Can't buy too much here, might not.
Do you want a Kit Kat, a Reese, a hat? If you forgot your hat, you could get any one of these. There you go. Taking the Hershey tour.
Hey everyone, welcome aboard the Hershey's Chocolate Factory Tour. For your safety, please remain seated with your hands and feet inside the vehicle at all times.
Quality supervisor here at the Hershey Chocolate Factory. I was asked to intern today, and I can't wait to show you around. Everyone ready? Let's go.
Go look around. See what
Yeah. Jolly Rancher bath by, let's see, ornaments, chocolate. I like that they're protected in these too, so I can put them in my suitcase. I said John Hershey earlier, didn't I? Okay, I just returned back to my room here from Hershey, Pennsylvania. We were gonna do something else. We were gonna go to the American Transportation Auto Museum, but we pulled up, and as of today, September 5th, there was a big sign that said, closed for a private event. So we did not go to the Auto Museum, which is weird because that came up right after my dad made a Wally World reference. To show you my souvenirs, so I did end up, I was so torn between the Reese's logo orange shirt, a Kit Kat logo red shirt, but I'm like, you know what, this one's got the year on it, this one has all the different Jolly Rancher, Hershey, Reese's, Kisses, Kit Kat, it's a good enough shirt. And then I did all of my souvenir shopping, so my mom and grandma got some nice Christmas ornaments, keychain, 2 magnets, and then my dad and I got these 2 magnet photographs of us on that ride. So there is that. This is still the most spacious room I have ever. So let's say I start at the door here. Like I can run across this entire room. Meeting rooms, including the Dolphin Ballroom, Pennsylvania East and West, lobby and front desk and restaurant upstairs. Some restrooms. Must have flooded or something. No matter how many times I see this movie, I always get into it and I always watch it like it's the first time. Just like Al's Diner. Yeah. This one's even more 50s than Al's Diner was back in the day. Now from the local splendor of Hershey and the Capitol Diner, we've come to the Pennsylvania staple of Target. Okay, well, a very fun day was had at Hershey's Chocolate World, driving around Harrisburg, exploring the area. We had a delicious dinner down the street at the Capitol Diner, and then tomorrow is going to be more just exploring. The current plan is to hang out around the Lancaster area, so to see just random historical sites and any miscellaneous activities we can find up and around Lancaster. So far so fun. My dad's having a great time, so let's see what awaits tomorrow. Good morning, everybody. It is Saturday, September 6th, and I actually slept really well last night. Went to bed around 10:45 because we were just so exhausted for everything, and slept in through about 7:20. So, doing good, especially for our day-to-day of just going around down to the Lancaster area and just seeing what's in store. Yeah, we're officially in Amish country now. Greystone Manor. Well, after bird in hand and leacock, I think we've reached the pinnacle of this. So it's a funny one too. A little porch swing. Nothing but different kinds of wind chimes. Like bags.
That's a lot of sheep.
You got to start preparing for the next Pataki reunion already.
I love it.
So it's this cute little Amish jackpot ceramics. Pepper Lane fudge. I get walking in there. That place probably smells amazing. Mom's pretzels.
You can go nuts in here.
Oh, Mom would go nuts in here. I just try to, when I can, I try to avoid the glass ornaments.
Yeah, especially on an airplane.
I mean, I've made it happen before, but that's got to be the parking lot for it right there. I can see the tip of the building.
The
middle of nowhere like this. No one to bother you, no one to...
Yeah. Walking?
Yeah, it's right there, so... Now this is true Amish.
1895.
There you go.
And we run it inside the mill. Our mill did not have those wonderful, pretty water wheels you see on the pictures. Our water wheels were always inside. So when Franklin said he did skinny dip, and he was good, nobody could see him. He was just in there skinny dipping, and that's the way it was. Our water leaves the mill with what we call a tail race. It closes, and they don't have it closed all the way because they don't want me to put anybody's fingers in there and cut them off. So it opens and closes with us wanting to use the turbine. We do it with water. Here's our gate. It's behind the rollers here, you see. They connect to the gears. The gears connect to the wicket gate and the turbine, and that opens the water, which gives the power to start running the rollers. All right? They can buy his products when they come here. The other rule that he said was you have to separate your post office from your mill office. Now the post office is the little room in the back. Do you see what he used to separate the two? Chicken wire. I demand marble. Ours would have been made of quartz, but if you turn it, if someone doesn't use up all the good stuff, when you turn it, what you get out is the white is flour. Eventually, you grind it up enough that what you get is this. And this is wonderful, wonderful stone ground flour. This is what people would have bought back in the day when the mill would grind with stones. Now, soft, and we use that in the basement for something we call chop or silage for the cows. The whole ear of corn is smushed up and made into silage. This is the corn that we would get nowadays. Now, back in the day, Mom would have sent the kids out into the field and she would have told them to pick field corn. They would have brought it in the house and they would have shucked it, and then she would have put it in her oven and she would have dried it. If it wasn't dry, they wouldn't put it through the mill. People have to make sure that that's the way it's done. Okay? Now, I have a shortcut. Hello, welcome. The things that
You could just, tag along. Sure thing.
are straight go up. So the corn that I put in, that would have been put in over there and went to the shaker, would have come up here, and it would have come down here by the magnets, because we don't want anything that's metal into our mill either. I put the corn in. This is the corn release. When I go around and start everything, I'll come around and release the corn. Meanwhile, the corn would fall into what we call an attrition mill, a burr mill, or a plate mill, and that's because it has plates and they run back and forth. Now I can set them. We take 1 cup of cornmeal, 3 cups of water, a little bit of salt, and we cook it till it.
What you're saying?
No scrapple at the North Pole. Gotcha.
Elves are not into it.
You think he could bring it along?
I mean, really?
Well, we're sort of an export business, not an
Yes,
import.
I understand. Come on over to the other side and we'll talk about flour. Did not think that wheat germ was good for you. So the first roller would take away the wheat germ. And they would actually sell this for animal food.
I put them in my oatmeal.
I know. The second one used 2 processes again, and it would take away the wheat bran. Because again, they did not think this was good for you. This is what everybody thought they had to have, this wonderful white flour. No vitamins, no minerals, simply.
Is that a sluice gate?
This is opening the turbine,
Right.
opening the wicket gate so that the turbine can get the water. And of course, the rollers had to be flat so they could meet, and they got closer and closer as they got. Sometimes, depending on the water flow, he'd have to slow down, and sometimes he could get it all done, depending on his orders.
I didn't even notice your t-shirt. You did come a long way for this. I wasn't expecting there to be a literal Santa showing up for our group, but that's how it happens. You see the believe on his thing. See the little waterway there. And...
Okay.
Anna died in about a year. She wasn't well, but he lived to be in his 90s. When they made that film, he was in his 80s, and he was doing pretty well. But when he left, he was no longer a miller, and he hung his
Which
jacket.
film was that?
Didn't you see the film? Because in the mill, those jackets are pretty ratty looking.
Like, what is this little pergola
It's
for?
a vine. It's just a trestle for grapes. My grandma had one of those in the yard.
You need to send Donna a picture of this and say, puts yours to shame.
Yeah.
Like, sorry I built you.
You gotta have flowers for bees. Well, that's how they ate.
Thank you. Yesterday was Hans Gruber, and now today we're in New York City with Simon Gruber. And of course Samuel L. Jackson. Okay, we are back, resting, recuperating. He's in his hotel room, I'm here in mine. Just from the morning of walking around, exploring, being in the sun, and I've already purchased a lot more souvenirs on this trip than I would have expected to. Some of it is small stuff, you know, I got another ornament and another magnet for people, a smoking apron for my stepdad, and a metal sign as a gift for their camper. Got it from that camping store. And then from visiting the Wrestler family mill and house, they were giving away these postcards from inside the house. So I took one. They requested no photography inside the house. I tried when I was in the back. I think I was able to sneak a little bit for you just to capture the moment. But I ended up getting quite a few more shirts. So they're in Barry's car museum. You know, we have a 1969 Camaro at home, and boom, I could not resist this Camaro shirt with this awesome design on the back. and then both from that Intercourse camping store. When your town is called Intercourse, Pennsylvania, you have to run with it. And we drove through Bird in Hand, Laycock, culminating in us saying, hey, there's Intercourse, Pennsylvania, which was actually the most charming, cute little Hallmark area that I was not expecting to see this weekend. But since it's a, camping store, we sleep around in Intercourse, Pennsylvania. And then lastly, one for I was warned when I came here, Lancaster. If you say Lancaster, you will be crucified. So the front of this has on it, just live oak brand, and then on the back, all who wander are not lost. Lancaster County. All right, time to get ready for our dinner reservation tonight, which is about a half hour away in the town of Mount Joy. This is at a place, I believe the pronunciation of this is literally just Boobs Brewery. If it's not Boobs, it's Boobies Brewery. It's spelled B-U-B-E-S. Now, I've been advised after looking at the website and upon the notice I received making the reservation to wear jeans, long pants, long sleeve shirt, because it is a little chillier in the wing of the restaurant that we are eating in. There is a standard bar and grill brewery, street level, but that's not where we will be eating dinner tonight. We will be eating dinner 43 feet underground in what is called the catacombs, these old ancient service tunnels and areas below where the property is. So it's very fitting at the airport they told us our truck was colored underground, because now we are legitimately going down. Got that perfect golden sunset going now. It's getting
right in our eyes.
And of course, I didn't bring my sunglasses for this.
Well, here, put mine on.
Yeah, we can make it. We can power through. Yes. Wait there, I'm just gonna get a picture across the street of Boobs or Boobies Brewery. And there it is.
The Browns party?
Yeah, that's us.
Here.
Yeah, it's us.
Is everybody all here?
Yeah.
We are.
One is in the bathroom.
Hurry up, they're hungry.
Oh my God.
You're not lying.
Are we?
We were told there's a museum up here. Well, if it's cool down in the catacombs, it's definitely warm up here.
I'm just trying to find a day I don't have something to do. Sure wish I didn't have something to do. Let's find something to do.
We're gonna ferment you.
Yeah.
Oh, Jordan?
Yeah, I'm guessing.
I'm feeling risky enough.
I'm guessing this is probably not really part of the deal, but whatever. I wonder if they're actually using this. No, that's hollow. That one's hollow. I don't know. Yeah, they're hollow.
to a Vikings thing, like especially dressed extremely out of pocket from everyone else.
I mean, Star Trek had to have done a Viking episode
There
at
was
some point.
something, yes, but
I can see by everybody else's garb how you would.
So, but a lot of people do recognize that this is the attire, so that's kind of cool.
You probably really stood out.
Yeah, absolutely. You know what? But it was kind of cool though because a lot of the compliments came from people, not like adults, not kids, obviously. So that was kind of cool. Like it wasn't so much as, all right, you kind of look weird. It's you look weird, but we get it, and it's kind of unique. So. Yeah.
I imagine the Ren Fair crowd is a good one though. So.
Absolutely. Yeah. But it was still cool. It was still really interesting. I just was like,
if I was anyone else there, you would be the most popular guy in my eyes going to the Renaissance Fair like this.
I actually have the visor in the car, but I wasn't gonna bring it. So, but also, I think that's a little overselling it. But, yeah, no, I got. I'll show you a picture here.
It's cool because it's just like Big Bang Theory.
Yeah. So there was but that's me with the
at the Renaissance Fair.
Yeah.
That is awesome.
So
and the whole misunderstanding was just because they told you it was Vikings, or
the misunderstanding was my friend Nathaniel told me that it was supposed to be time travelers.
Oh, gotcha.
Not time travelers. It was Vikings. So I showed up. But most people didn't care, and it was. It's my second time wearing it, so it wasn't bad.
And now you're wearing it in a 19th century brewery.
Yeah, it's I figured I like Conan, so I figured I'll just commit to it and just be fine.
They wanted to use it as a dumbwaiter to get food up and down the catacomb shaft. Because the service station's right down to the bottom, the kitchen's right through that door, so it made sense, right? Unfortunately, it didn't work out that way. Lots of broken dishes, I was told, so they just decided to go. Yes. Very much so.
Yay.
If you ever want to find out for yourself, rent a room in the hotel.
I do want to. We're staying in the house across the street.
Oh yeah, you might get some action over there too.
Yeah, we've heard footsteps.
Alright, so, like I said, this is the barrel room, and if you couldn't figure out why we call it that, I might be a little worried about you. But, go ahead and file along the wall here right up to this painting. Just try not to knock any paintings off the walls, please. So, back in the old days, this space was actually used as storage for extra barrels, extra brewing ingredients. So, yes, this place is haunted, if you were wondering. We've had plenty of ghost stories come out of this place. The way I see it, though, this place has just been filled with so much time and energy over the years. It just seems to have a weird face sometimes. It could be a brush on the shoulder as you're walking down the hallway by yourself, or a shadow that doesn't belong to anyone. You never know. But what you do know is when you walk through those doors upstairs, you can feel it. Everyone does. Everyone walks through those doors and they're just like, oh my god, this place is awesome. It's just because it's got that energy. But, so this is the point where we make the descent down into hell. I mean, the catacombs. I'm sorry. Keep doing that. But as we go down, I must warn you, the first set of steps are very narrow and steep. So just take your time, use the railings liberally. But as we go down, notice the hewn stone lining the walls and the ceiling. They actually brought these stones in to fill out the natural cavern system that they built this building on top of. Because back in the old days, and they just hit the jackpot because they found a tunnel that leads to a place called the Cove, which is a stream that leads directly into the Susquehanna. So that's how we think they got beer out during Prohibition, as well as slaves during the Underground Railroad. So lots of history here. Lots of things have happened here that none of us are ever going to know have happened. And that just adds to the mystery of this place and how cool it is, because you can make of it what you wish at this point. But that's it for me. I need to find a slip in my pocket that tells me where I'm taking you guys. So I need Sparks. I need you guys to follow right behind me first. And then I need Taki.
Yes.
You guys follow right behind them. And then Burns, bring up the rear for us, please.
right, per the request of a friend, we are now at Sheets. Let's see what we got here.
Nice.
Well, now that we've been through everything, what was your favorite part? Was it everything from Hershey or everything today?
Everything was fine.
But what was the thing you thought was the coolest? Did you get the most out of anything? Or
The village. All the shopping.
Kitchen Kettle Village.
Everything was fine.
Which I didn't even realize was there. I just wanted to go. We saw the sign for intercourse. Thought, oh, haha, that's funny. And then just, all right, we're back in the hotel, and now is the time where I get everything packed up as we leave tomorrow. This has been so fast, such a quick trip, but it's been a blast. It's been a good, like I said, my dad and I have not had a chance to do anything like this in well over a decade. So just getting away, getting to a new place, a new environment for the two of us like this, do some very unique activities. That's what made something like this really worthwhile. And, you know, it was fun. I mean, that Catacombs at Booby's Brewery was amazing. My filet mignon was fantastic, first of all. But just the vibe, just the feeling of being there, the ambience, and this old historic brewery with those tunnels and the haunted, spooky vibes. It's a perfect introduction to the fall season. And just all of it, like we met that guy. We're sitting there waiting, and all these people walk in. They're all in medieval garb. The women are dressed like princesses, and the guys are wearing their medieval, you know, white shirts with everything. And then just one guy in their party is wearing a Star Trek outfit. And then he just starts talking to me, and he tells me the story about how they said they tricked him into wearing that for the Renaissance Fair. So I'm just now imagining this Renaissance Fair and then him just walking around. So that was good. And we've met a few characters today, because then when we were doing the old mill tour, literally Santa was there. He looked like Santa. He was wearing this red Santa vest that said "Believe" on it, and the woman with him was wearing a Santa's Workshop shirt. And she even mentioned the North Pole to him at one point. He's talking about, oh yeah, we're an export business, not an import business. I'm just, at the rate at which the unusual stuff happens in my life, that probably was the real Santa Claus, and he was on my mill tour. You cannot convince me otherwise. But that was really cool. I mean, everything we've done, the Hershey Chocolate World was really cool, really fanciful, real whimsical. Then great meals everywhere we went. Capitol Diner, Gracie's, now of course Booby's Brewery, everything in Intercourse, Pennsylvania, which wound up being a really charming little town with Kitchen Kettle Village and Barry's Car Barn. And we met the owner, Barry. He was a really cool guy. It makes you wonder how he's a billionaire, that he owns all of that stuff. Yeah, the mill tour, the house tour, Catacombs. This has been a really cool trip for my dad and I, and hope you guys have enjoyed watching it. Hope you've enjoyed coming along, and it ends tomorrow. We fly home. Big sad.